How to cultivate self-compassion in challenging times. Life is full of challenges, both big and small, and when things don't go as planned, many of us default to being harsh on ourselves. We criticize, judge, and often believe that somehow we should have done better. But what if, in these difficult moments, we could treat ourselves with the same understanding and kindness that we offer to our friends? Today, we're diving into the transformative power of self-compassion and exploring how we can apply it, especially when life gets tough. Welcome to Mindful Oasis. Before we dive into the practices, let's take a moment to define self-compassion. At its core, self-compassion is about being gentle and understanding toward ourselves. When we face personal failings, difficulties, or feel inadequate, instead of meeting pain with frustration, we meet it with kindness. And this is not just an abstract concept, it's a skill you can develop. One that has the potential to radically shift the way you relate to your emotions, challenges, and setbacks. We've all experienced those moments when everything seems to go wrong. You've had a long day, things didn't work out the way you hoped, and you start blaming yourself. Maybe it's a missed deadline, a mistake at work, or an argument with someone close. It's in those exact moments when we're feeling overwhelmed that self-compassion is needed most. But instead of being our own worst critic, we can learn to be our own biggest supporter. The first and most important step towards self-compassion is to simply recognize that you're struggling. This might sound obvious, but it's easy to ignore or downplay our feelings when we're caught up in this hustle of daily life. We push through discomfort, thinking, I'll deal with this later, or it's not a big deal. But acknowledging that you're in pain or feeling overwhelmed is crucial. Say it out loud to yourself. This is tough. Recognizing your own suffering isn't about wallowing in it. It's about being honest with yourself and allowing space for healing. Once you've acknowledged your pain, the next step is to treat yourself with the same kindness and care you would offer a friend. Think about it for a moment. If someone you love made a mistake or was feeling overwhelmed, would you berate them? No. You'd offer words of encouragement, a listening ear, and remind them that it's okay to be human. Now, imagine speaking to yourself in that same gentle, supportive way. One simple but powerful phrase you can use is, I'm doing the best I can. This acknowledgement shifts your inner dialogue from criticism to support. Replace thoughts like, I should have done better, or why do I always mess up, with I'm trying that's enough right now. The key here is to be kind to yourself in the same way you'd be kind to others. And here's an important thing to remember. You are not alone in your suffering. Sometimes, when we're going through hard times, it's easy to feel isolated, as if no one else understands. But suffering is part of the human experience. Everyone faces challenges, setbacks, and moments of doubt. It's a shared reality. When you remind yourself of this, it helps ease the burden. Instead of feeling isolated, you realize you're part of a bigger picture, one where everyone experiences struggles and everyone deserves compassion, including you. One practice that I find particularly helpful in times of difficulty is a simple self-compassion meditation. You can try this right now. Find a comfortable seat, close your eyes, and take a few deep, calming breaths. As you exhale, allow yourself to release tension from your body. Now, place a hand on your heart and silently repeat these phrases. May I be kind to myself. May I find peace in this moment. May I give myself the compassion I need. Take your time, letting each phrase sink in. This isn't about fixing the situation. It's about acknowledging your struggle and offering yourself comfort. Self-compassion is a practice, and like any practice, it takes time to grow. You won't master it overnight. But each moment you choose to be kind to yourself adds up. Another way to integrate self-compassion into your daily life is through self-care. And let me clarify, self-care doesn't have to be extravagant or time-consuming. It could be as simple as taking a 5-minute break when you feel overwhelmed, going for a walk, or even just drinking a glass of water. It's about listening to what your body and mind need and giving yourself permission to prioritize your well-being. When life feels overwhelming, it can be easy to push yourself harder, thinking, if I just keep going, everything will get better. But often, when we really need is a moment to pause and recharge. Self-compassion invites us to take those pauses, to recognize when we're depleted and to treat ourselves with the care we need to recover. It's not about giving up, but about recognizing that we can pour from an empty cup. Taking time for yourself is essential, not selfish. Another practice to foster self-compassion is journaling. Set aside a few minutes at the end of the day to reflect on how you treated yourself. Ask yourself, was I kind to myself today? If not, how can I do better tomorrow? Writing down your thoughts can help you identify patterns of self-criticism and offer a space to practice self-compassion through written words. If you notice that your inner critique was especially loud that day, take a moment to write down some kind responses to those critical thoughts. You might surprise yourself with how much comfort you can offer. Self-compassion is not about pretending everything is perfect or avoiding challenges. In fact, it's the opposite. It's about facing challenges head-on, but with a softer, more understanding heart. It's about acknowledging that things are hard, but you don't have to be hard on yourself in return. It's about treating yourself with the same love and care you would offer to others, especially when you feel undeserving. As you continue on your journey of cultivating self-compassion, remember that it's a lifelong practice. There will be days when it feels easier, and there will be days when your inner critique is louder than ever. On those tough days, remind yourself that self-compassion is a practice, not a one-time fix. Every moment of kindness you offer yourself is a step toward healing, growth, and greater resilience. Thank you for joining me today on Mindful Oasis. If you found these self-compassion practices helpful, I invite you to subscribe to the channel for more content on mindfulness and mental wellness. And don't forget to leave a comment below. What's one small way you're going to show your self-compassion this week? I'd love to hear your thoughts.